I'm like 100 hours in on TAO research, and I feel like I haven't even cracked the surface yet. I've been going hard with the amount of podcasts, the amount of interviews I've been watching. It's been a journey, and this isn't easy for anybody. This isn't easy for people who've been in crypto for a while, like myself. And I know it's not easy for the person who's just getting into crypto. So I want to start breaking down what's been happening in this ecosystem. I want to start doing market updates. Today I'll be doing a market update, kind of going over the prices. And I feel like in a year from now, I'm going to watch this video back and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe Chutes was at $19 or Score was at $7, right? We're going to go through all that. I'm also going to do content related to the subnets and kind of structuring myself around what is happening with the subnets and what are they doing and stuff like that. So that'll be like different episodes. But today I'm going to do a full market update, kind of go over the prices of everything and kind of seeing where the ecosystem is at. So let's jump right into it.
They wanted me quiet, snapped out the cage. I turn up the rage, Shizzy Unchained. They wanted me quiet, I snapped out the cage. I turn up the rage, Shizzy Unchained. I don't need luck, no.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get it. So TAO right now, we always got to be paying attention to what TAO is doing. When we're looking at subnets, when we're looking at other stuff, we always have to pay attention to what TAO is doing. And right now, TAO is about 186. It did get last week because it's a weekly chart. It got down to about 148, which was, in my opinion, generational buys. If you're able to purchase anything under like 200, I think they're generational buys. It's stuff you're going to look back on in 20 years and be like blown away by the prices that you were able to purchase for. And this is a great time to accumulate. As you can see, this was a great time to accumulate. This was a great time to accumulate. And right now, it is a great time to accumulate. And I will be accumulating all the way up. I'm DCAing, guys. I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm buying every single week. This week, I actually bought twice because of the prices are so cheap. I bought at 150 and then I bought at 180. I wish I would have bought more at 150, but this DCA strategy I have, always makes me think that, maybe we'll get to 140 or 130, but no, we immediately pumped up to 180. So, I buy there. And then if it jumps back down to 150, I'll buy there. If it gets up to 200, I'll buy there. It doesn't matter to me. I'm taking the emotions out of it to really start to dig in to what this ecosystem and what this token is doing. But again, Bitcoin's in a bear market. Bitcoin's at 67,158. You have ETH under 2,000. This is an amazing time to be getting into stuff like TAO, down 2% today and stuff like that. So let's kind of look at TAO on the daily here. And it has just been, pretty much sideways. This has just been sideways. Well, it's actually a lot more down than sideways, honestly, if you want to take it back to October. But again, Bitcoin, everything's following Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's just falling off a cliff here. It's actually better to be in TAO right now than it is to be in Bitcoin if you're going to kind of see the differences there. But let's jump over to the subnets, something I'm really excited to kind of talk about here. So this is my favorite place to kind of look at the prices and stuff. This is taostats.io, and I'll have everything in the show notes for you guys if you guys need sites and stuff like that. So this is it right here. So we do have, subnet value 231. You can come over here and you can pick TAO or USD. I'm gonna look at everything in USD. So subnet's value about 231. You have, total volume is over 24 hours, about $65 million, 28 million in alpha tokens, 36 million in TAO. Let's take a look at Chutes. So we got Chutes is the number one. It is the infrastructure play. They're building some really cool stuff. Think about it as potentially OpenAI, a decentralized model of OpenAI where you get tokens, you're able to use agents, stuff like that. They're really building the infrastructure. So $19.24. I think this is absolute steal at 84 million. This is going to be $1 billion token, in my opinion. Multiple billions. So getting this at 84 million, I think, is absolute steal here. Fine sitting at around 39. Look at the drop off right here from 84 to 39. This is why I think Chutes is something that if you are investing in subnets, you need to have most of your subnet value in Chutes because that's just going to be such a winner. It's going to be something that I've noticed before to where, you feel like you missed it. You feel like you missed it. And right now I feel like it's just the early days. Like for instance, like when people were getting into Doge, they were like, I think I missed Doge, I'll get into Shiba. I think there will be a time that comes when shoots is like 2 billion and you're getting into stuff that's like way lower. But this is the opportunity to, you know, get into Doge before it actually explodes. And this is kind of what I mean. So shoots is definitely something that I think is truly special. You know, like I said, I'm gonna be doing videos on it, really breaking it down. But today's just kind of going over price action. We do have a fine sitting at 39 million, score at 28 million. Vanta, another subnet that I've been DCing into, 34 million. Targon, 33.7. Hippus sitting at 19 million. You have Templar sitting at 25. I am buying right now Templar. I'm buying Targon, Vanta, and Shoots. I do want to get some Affine, some Score, and some other ones, but right now I'm just kind of taking the ones I really love and really researching right now. I'm buying those ones. You do have these subnets called like unknown. You'll see these a lot on the chart here. It's just because no one has claimed them yet. Someone is building. I mean, obviously, if you're sitting at $5 million market cap here and you're getting the emissions of 1.89%, you're doing something. So some of these unknowns could be really good to get into, especially because they have a lot of upside. Because let's just say some big name comes out and says, "Hey, that's our subnet." They could really explode. It could really catapult a lot of these. So taking small bets on some of the unknowns could be a really great idea. But again, there will be bets, there'll be gambles. Getting into stuff like Chutes and Affine and Targon and stuff like that. I think they're solid projects. You have Grail sitting at around 8 million market cap, Block Machine sitting at 10.3, IOTA at 17, Apex. So I recently downloaded the Apex app, and mainly because I was able to check if videos were AI generated or not. And it's actually awesome because I was able to put in a few videos and immediately find out, especially that Chinese video that just dropped. Turns out that is 100% AI generated. So Apex is really awesome with that. I highly recommend you guys go download that app. You can find all the information on their X account. And that's kind of the beauty of this stuff. Or you can come in here and you can find their website. You click on here, it'll take you to everything you need to know about what they're building and everything. So definitely use this. And another site that I really love is a Subnet Alpha AI. It really shows you exactly what's happening for a lot of these subnets. So if you're researching like me, guys, I'm in the early days. I'm in my first probably I don't know, 500 hours of research, and I think the first 500 hours of research are the most important hours. You really start picking things up in in like the 200th hour. I know it sounds crazy, but this isn't meme coins. This is not meme coins. This is something that you really need to try and understand, because it's hard, guys. This stuff is hard. If you're sitting here and you've been doing this for a long time, you're like, no, it's easy. But if you're someone newer like me, been looking at this stuff for about 2-3 months now, I did enter in the very beginning when the alpha tokens first dropped, but then it kind of went away when I was with the on-chain revolution. Yagabi really wasn't big into this type of stuff. So once I left, I knew that I wanted to be in this ecosystem. I knew that I wanted to be here, and I'm all in, guys. I am all in on TAO right now. There's no other place I'd rather be. But understanding that these are not meme coins, that these are actual businesses that are building real AI companies. I mean, this is the absolute beauty of crypto. And on top of that, a lot of people might not know, when you're in these tokens, you are actually staking TAO. So you're taking your TAO and you're hitting stake, right? And what that does is it gives you more alpha tokens just by holding the alpha tokens. This is why I love DeFi in the beginning, because I was able to hold a token and earn yield on that token. That was the absolute best part of DeFi. And I'm getting that from TAO. I'm just holding chutes and I'm earning more chutes. Like every week I look, I'm like, oh, wow, I got 0.1 more. I got 0.2 more, depending on the token. And it's beautiful because I'm just not doing anything. I'm just being a long-term holder and I'm receiving emissions every single block, and it's absolutely awesome. So that's the beauty of TAO. But definitely make sure you guys are really taking some time, right? And don't try to like speed through this stuff. Really start to understand, find something that you like, right? And then just kind of, let's just say go for it. You view the profile, it'll take you to the site. You have all these links here. It kind of explains, in a paragraph detail what they are. You really get an idea of what is happening and stuff like that. And you just go click their sites. You can click their X account. It'll take you over and kind of see what they're building. You can reach out to these guys. Like, there's a lot of opportunity here in this ecosystem. So definitely, and right now is a perfect time in a bear market. These builders will actually respond to you. That's the beauty right now. I'm reaching out to people and asking questions, right? Like some stuff that maybe ChatGPT can't answer for me, and I'm getting real answers, and they're excited to talk to me about it, right? And I think they'll feel the same way when you message them and stuff like that. So feel free to reach out to these guys, man. A lot of these people, you know, they're just waiting for some attention, and they deserve it. They deserve the attention. I just watched a podcast with Mark Jeffrey all about spruce, and I highly recommend too, if you're first getting in to this ecosystem, you go over to YouTube, you type in hash rate. Like, find this beautiful man right here, my guy Mark Jeffrey, and you just come down, and this is all the stuff that you need. This is all the stuff that you need. So Lead Poet was his latest video. I watched this one. I watched this one. So I'm just kind of go. This was a really good one. This guy has a podcast too, James Tucker. Amazing. They really got in depth of what was happening. Highly recommend this. I watched this video last night as well. Dispersed, but guys, it's going to take you hundreds of hours, and Mark Jeffrey has tons and tons and tons of really amazing stuff for here for you guys to kind of learn about some of these subnets. And that's what I do. I throw an earpiece in my ear, and I just do my thing. I do whatever I need to do, and I really start studying what is happening. But let's jump back to Tau stats and kind of keep taking a look at what is happening over here. So we'll go back over. And just remember too, a lot of these tokens do have a lot of inflation, but being in stuff with higher emissions will allow you to kind of beat out a little bit of that inflation. So that is the beautiful part, but still having a DCA strategy. So if there is inflation and prices do go down over time, you're able to keep picking it up. Because I do believe, $85 million market cap for something like Shoots is absolutely cheap. Same thing with Affine. And I'm really going to start digging into Affine tonight. That's kind of my goal. And that's what you need to do too. Just come over here, pick one, type it in on YouTube, find a video on it. It's probably going to be one of Mark Jeffrey. Shout out to Mark Jeffrey again. And just listen and learn. And this is so exciting. Like, it's so exciting right now to just be a part of this ecosystem that's so young, and not a lot of people are here. It's so awesome to be a part of something like this. And this is like the early days of ETH, guys. TAO is a marketplace of AI companies that we're just sitting here, and we're getting the opportunity as non-credited investors to get in this stuff. And it's, man, I love opportunity. I love finding opportunity. I love research. I love getting into stuff that one day, I could buy a 5 million and be, 500 million. And, maybe I'll even hold on to it, because like at that point you just become loyal to a lot of these places. And, if you don't need the money, you just leave it in there. And I don't think that we're going to see a huge like crash up and then crash down, right? Or pump up and crash down. I don't think we get that with these tokens. I think we see long upward momentum, with you're up for a week, maybe you're down for a few days, up for a week. I do think that these are AI companies. And right now, if you look at the stock market and you're kind of paying attention over there, you're seeing SaaS be destroyed. Software as a service. AI companies are the only thing worth getting into. And these companies right now, it's expensive to open a subnet. It's not cheap. These guys are all in on these subnets. These guys are all in building. They're putting their money where their mouth is. And it's a beautiful thing. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. And you're just getting this bullshit Solana meme coin crap where they just, label something and then they pump it to 100 million and they dump it. This is not going to happen with these tokens. I think that, once you're getting into this stuff, you're going to be earning more and more TAO. And that's the thing I wanted to say more than anything else. I love TAO. I want more TAO. So maybe getting into stuff like maybe some stuff that like I believe in as an AI company. And once it explodes, I kind of get more TAO. Like I put in 1 TAO in the beginning and then it pumps and it's worth 10 TAO. Maybe I take 5 TAO off the table, right? Because at the end of the day, everything is TAO. And I think TAO is going to be somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 in the next 4 years, and that's based off the halving. I'm going back to kind of seeing what Bitcoin has done after its halving, and looking at TAO and saying this could be the opportunity that I wasn't here for with Bitcoin. I think TAO eventually becomes a top 2 or 3 coin. I mean, I really do. I don't think Solana and Ethereum are going to be able to outpace TAO. I don't think so, because of the AI factor. And if you go somewhere, it's like CoinGecko, right? And you're kind of looking at, a lot of these cryptocurrencies. I mean, I think TAO is better than most of these. I think TAO could have the biggest upside out of any of these tokens. I really, really do. And it's right here. It's 44. I mean, this thing could easily outpace everything. I mean, especially the shitty meme coins. I mean, I'm so tired of meme coins and this old technology like Litecoin and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, I'm selling Bitcoin right now and I'm buying Bittensor TAO. And I'm buying it and buying it. And I am not being paid by anyone to say this stuff. This is truly how I feel. I've been early to a lot of different ecosystems. I've been early to Ethereum DeFi. I was early to Phantom DeFi. I was early to the ordinals. I was early to the BRC20s. And with the BRC20s, I saw innovation happening. You were able to build on Bitcoin layer 1 for the first time and have meme coins and have tokens. And I 100x sats, I 100x Ordia, 100x node monkeys. Like, it was absolutely amazing. And I don't see like there's any opportunity there anymore, especially with the maxis always fighting them. It's just not worth it. Bittensor TAO, AI companies, this is where you want to be. See where the market is going and ride that train. I mean, that's all you have to do in crypto is attach yourself to whales, and the whales are getting in to these ecosystems. You got to remember Barry Silbert, Grayscale. He was someone super early to Bitcoin, 2011, 2012 guy. Buying Bitcoin for $9, $10. He is somebody who is all in on TAO right now. Jason Calcanis, Mark Jeffrey. These guys are early to a lot of different things, and they're talking about TAO. It's only a matter of time before TAO is, in my opinion, a top 10 cryptocurrency, which is a 15x from right now. I mean, think about it. Getting TAO at $200 or 180, a 10x would be, $1,800. I think that's easy for TAO. And getting as much TAO as you can and maybe playing the alpha tokens is the way to go. I'm so excited, guys. I'm going to be doing so much content on this ecosystem. I'm going to be doing so much content on the subnets. And I'm just excited again. I'm excited to be in crypto, especially in a bear market where I can get some of these tokens that are going to 100x. Guys, $1,000 turns into 100,000. Think about that for a second. Think about it. Woo! I'm excited. But yeah, man. So that's our show for you guys today. Really, really appreciate you guys rocking with us every single show, every episode. Thank you for loving my shorts. My shorts have been doing really good. I'm going to keep making those, but really, really appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace.
At the charts, watch me climb so high. Dollar signs on my mind, never gonna die. In this game for the win, I won't let it slide. Crypto dreams in the night, got my crew by my side. Rolling with the best, always taking flight. Every trade I make, getting richer tonight. Balance in the books, keeping it tight. In the crypto world, everything